Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk The Last Autumn. So we've pretty much finished up with this second stage, which is all good and fantastic to see. We're approximately 1 hour ahead of schedule, which is well, not too bad. We could be cutting this a little bit finer, but I'm happy with that. So let's keep time moving. We do have ourselves an advanced fishing harbour that should be finished up today, and then I think we need to start picking up our wood production again. We haven't been producing for a while, so I think it's only sensible that we sort that out soon. Alright, so looks like milestone has been achieved. Heart of the generator. With the foundations in place, it is time to build the fiery heart of the generator called a core. It will have to be enclosed within 2 support frames, which will also hold up the external parts of the generator. Alright then, well that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and pause and have a look. If we check this out, we need 50 of those profiles. We currently have 52, which is phenomenal. And we need 25 steel composites, and we are almost on par with that too. So that is excellent. So how about are we doing? Oh wow, 2 days ahead of schedule. That is phenomenal. Let's go ahead and start working on this support frame. We need another composite before the core. That's all well and good. We'll pop this one here. And you know what? Do we want to go ahead and do this now? You know what? For now, we're just going to leave things be. Now, this is incredibly dangerous right now, so we're going to have to go through and change our safety procedures. It's still really dangerous there. We will also get some... Oh yeah, if we have some exchanges, we can go ahead and boost the production there. I think what we'll do is, for now, we're going to let it drop in danger for tomorrow, and then we'll go ahead and use the protective structure and make sure that we're staying nice and safe. Again, we're 2 days ahead of schedule. I'm not really concerned about building all of this up, but that means we can put our workers in some other places and make some solid progress. So, as I said before, we want more timber, so let's start building that up. Again, these structural profiles will be highly desirable to keep this whole place nice and safe. That's going to finish the one that we don't... Yeah, we don't need too much more after that. Let's see. Yeah, we may need a couple of those. We have... How fast are we producing these steam exchanges? Do we have a spot in our economy? I don't think I've ever looked for such things, but I guess... Yeah, we're just a little bit hard done by with that. We're not going to ever figure that quite out. Yeah, there will be more steel at the shipwreck. Yeah, that does kind of concern me, though, at some point in the future if something goes wrong. But either way, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So let's go ahead and... I think what we'll do is we'll find ourselves another one of our, what do we call them? Sawmills. Okay, so that's maxed out. Let's go... Yeah, you're maxed out. In fact, maybe we need to build ourselves a new one. That wouldn't be the worst idea. So a steam sawmill, that's fairly easy for us to work on. We could go ahead and build that right about there. That will cover many resources. Could also... Yeah, that will get the last of them. Either that or maybe we start working our way down here. Yeah, not adjacent to street, but that would give us access to all of this timber here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and build that in. And simply because we know that we're going to need to do it in the future, we'll queue this up as well. I think we'll go as close as possible, and so we can double up with some of these areas a little bit faster. So we'll go ahead and tie them into the network. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, we need to find a way for you to join together. Well, you know what? At this point, I don't think it makes a huge difference. If we go across and then down... Yeah, let's just go ahead and tie that in there. That should be good enough. Actually, you know what? No, let's go back a little bit further and then tie it in from there. That way, if we need to build a building in there, we're not going to be cutting ourselves off from some potential there. So let's see. Extra workers, what do we do? We'll go for some extra coal. We could work on producing more steel. How much are we working on? 11 point... They have a decent stockpile, so we don't really need the manpower there if we don't care for it. You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll allow them to start building these new buildings. That'll be really good. Maybe we can get a couple of hours of work from them for today. Yeah, I think that should be fairly good. Although, yeah, no, that should be all right. So let's see, waiting for workers, that'll be fine. We'll send a couple here when it's safe. And then, let's see, we have 7 people working there, 6 people working here. Where are the rest? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, and you know what? We don't actually have anyone who needs to be working in the infirmary right now. You know what? We're going to go ahead and reduce the number there by a fraction, and we'll send them over here. Make sure that we are dealing with people's discontent. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, just get a little bit more efficiency out of that building for when that starts doing the stuff tomorrow. Or tonight, I should say. Alright, what's going on? News from London, Site 120. Okay. Great work on laying down the generator's foundations. You're making good time. Down here, bad weather and crop failures prompted an exodus to the colonies. Those who stay place their hopes in the government's newly unveiled evacuation plan. Wait, did I say that right? Those who stay place their hopes in the government's newly unveiled evacuation plan. Our company was accused of profiteering by opposition politicians. Pure slander, of course. Unfortunately, we lost contact with Site 120. We are attaching its coordinates and would appreciate if you could spare a few men to check up on them. Okay, well, we will do our best. That is all that we can do. Let's scroll out and figure out which direction that is. Okay, so there's a workers' camp all the way over here. Alright, so we can see several tents set up in a shallow depression as if to hide them from the wind. Okay, so things are obviously not going well there. Alright, well, you know what? We're just about to arrive at another location, so let's let time go by just a second and see what they've found as well. Alright, so rusting rails. Hundreds of huge, extremely heavy rails lie here, partially sunken into the frozen ground. Well, let's go ahead and search, and we found a dump of rusty, extremely heavy rails. Nothing else. Okay, well, you know what? This is somewhat convenient. If that means we've cleared out this entire section, yeah, that camp's going to be working for another 9 days. That's fantastic. So these scouts, do you carry anything? No, you don't. Right. We'll send you down there. That'll take a day and a half to arrive. That'll be fine. And then if not, we could even... Well, how long do we have? We have 7 days to go in and check on them. Okay, so this is a time-sensitive thing. Alright, well, you know what? Maybe we give a little bit of extra time. Maybe we come back for a couple of days. And yeah, you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll come down here. That'll take us 14 hours. I don't think it'll take 14 to get there as well. We may even use that extra manpower for a day or two and then check in on them in a couple... Yeah, that could be a real good way of boosting our numbers for a little bit. Alright, official doctrine, equal duties. Union representatives berate you about inequality. Where we are making history, you say, we are mankind's last hope, and yet while workers toil, engineers sit on their butts. Enough. The old privileges have no place in the new world, from each according to their ability, and they're perfectly capable to do manual labor. Alright, so we have the ability to pass the abolition of privileges, or we will think about it. Yeah, I don't know if we have had a look at this, so this would mean that anyone could work in any other job. If a worker takes an engineer's job, they work at 75% effectiveness, and I don't think that there's a malus the other way round. But I'm not sure if that's something we really want to go for. That That being said though, even if we pass the abolition of privileges, maybe we don't... Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly what it said. Maybe we just don't use it even if we sign it into law. Yeah, you know what? I'll think about it for now. We have plenty of room for discontent. Yeah, I'm not going to pass this just in case. So we're not going to commit to something that I'm not sure on. Let's have a check at the labor laws and just see where that puts us. Okay, so discontent of the engineers will rise permanently. Okay, so that could be a little bit of a pain. There is also the people's militia above there. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but for now... Yeah, I am half tempted whether that was actually a good idea for them to pass because of some previous wars and negative effects. Although maybe that was just from the council square. Or the, what did we call it? The Labour Union. Yeah, I didn't see that that came directly from the Labour Union, so I guess we'll see. Alright, also too, I think we have another shipment that we could call on in. So at this stage we have one extra prosthetic than what we need. I dare say that's not going to be quite where we need to be, so I think we'll go maybe call on in 9 of those. Oh, sorry, 3 of those, just as, yeah, 4. You know what, maybe we keep 5. And then what else do we want? Steam cores are always going to be a good call, although apparently we can't quite fit that many in. Okay, so that's, let's see, 26. Have one more steam core. That will be necessary for when we upgrade things. Prosthetics are nice. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking that that's maybe what we do, and we start using that so we can gain access to better steam reloading stations when we do upgrade our docks. Because we do know that that is going to be a future tech, although maybe it's possible that we just leave things be for now. But you know what? No, we're going to go ahead and call it in. The logistical limit goes back down to 1. We're not wasting that extra 1. Yeah, that's still held on to, so we'll go ahead and get that to us. I don't know if we have so many of these before maybe an event happens. I wouldn't put it beyond the game, but yeah, we'll just see how that all pans out. Alright, we have a couple of extra workers. Do we want a couple more profiles? You know what? No, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine for now. Again, as soon as we get these up and running, that's what I really care about. I want us to be able to increase our wood supply as much as possible. So we'll send those extra workers there. And then... yeah, the 18 that remain can go ahead and deal with that. Alright. Advanced Fishing Harbour is completed. That's already almost 1600, so I don't think it's worth upgrading right now. We'll upgrade it at the end of the work shift, just so we can gain as much food as possible. But let's go ahead and pick up a new technology. I think the obvious choice for us here is going to be for these safety improvements. Yeah, make it a little bit safer there, although, you know what? Hold on. At this current moment in time, things are going to be fairly safe. Toxins are going to go down, so we don't need that straight away. But if we go ahead and get the technology for the better protective structures, that'll save us more in the long run. And I think that that's what we're going to do. Yeah, optimized protection. I don't see anything else being too important. Yeah, only the medical mechanization. We might even not need that final additional forages. And then from here, all that we need is maybe large resource depots, efficient gathering, docks, and reloading stations. Charcoal kilns, potentially useful. We could ship over some timber and then use that instead of importing coal directly. But I'm not sure if that's too necessary. Again, 70 for 210, that's not bad. Actually, you know what? Maybe that wouldn't be the worst idea. But you know what? We have other things to worry about first. So let's go ahead and grab the optimized protection. That's definitely what we want to have. That'll be nice, and we'll see how long that takes. 5 hours? Okay, so that'll be early tomorrow morning. That's going to be particularly nice for us. Alright, anybody else doing anything? Just waiting for construction to go on. It does look like they're building these roads, so I guess that's why this is taking a little bit of time. At least we have plenty of laborers to make quick work of that. And you know what? Since we're getting really high on coal, let's go ahead and produce a couple more of those. Make sure that we don't get close to cap. That could be very poor on our end. Alright, well, either way, let's get time up and running again. We have a couple more workers coming home soon. More food coming on in. Yeah, alright. End of work day. We have 3 sick and 3 are gravely ill. I guess that's the all carriers of venereal disease were isolated. I'm guessing that's what happened here. That is unfortunate. You know what? Where are our extra engineers? I thought we put them in a job somewhere. Hang on a second. Idle engineers. We have 5, 5, 3, 5. 2? No. Where on earth did we put them? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of these are our workshops. And then I guess what we can do is we'll go ahead and put in a couple of workers. We'll take those engineers back and we'll send them here. Yeah, work on those patients. I'm not really too concerned about 3 workers. It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, they're being treated fairly quickly. Yeah, and that amputee, all of them will be fine. We have the prosthetics, so it's not the end of the world. And before I forget, before tomorrow, let's go ahead and get this advanced fishing harbour sorted. 10 wood and 2 steel. A very small price to pay. Alright. Well, that should work out well. That should work out very well indeed. Alright, so we're still plenty of time ahead of schedule. Apparently only a day ahead, so I guess... Yeah, we were closer to just over the day and a half, and I think it rounded to 2 instead of being 2 full days, which I guess is okay. At least we know that. Discontent is still practically non-existent, even though we made some unpopular decisions. Motivation is still fantastic, which is what we wanted to see. Yeah, I think we're doing rather well. In fact, you know what? Speaking of such things, since we're doing so well, I wonder whether it's even possibly worth us changing, upgrading our tech level here to tech level 5. So extra ventilation plants wouldn't be bad. That would use up a bit more of our coal, but that might be to our advantage. Yeah, and then there's also the docks. So let's have a look at our current economy. Our coal gain is, yeah, 915. Consumption is a very solid 314. We could cut down maybe, what's that? Yeah, we'll double that if we made a second one, so that'd take us to minus 140. Yeah, all in all, I think that's fairly acceptable. Okay, so maybe we do want to have a new ventilation plant. We do need to go for the coupling if we're going to have multiples, but that would be a good use of our coal. Make sure that we're nice and safe as well, so maybe we can relax some other standards elsewhere. Yeah, you know what? I think that might actually be a good technology for us to work towards. But either way, we'll see that how it goes. And apparently we have 4 people being treated right now. Okay. Some people are getting sick. Any reason? Biggest concern, work standardization? Well, it is what it is. Alright, so these guys have made it back to us. I think what we could do is, where was it? Where is it? The foragers' quarters. No, not this one. This one over here. Okay, so disbanding will give us all of our resources back and those workers. It would take us... We have 6 days to check in on the other side. They are... If we were to send them here, 12 hours. Yeah, that's not that bad. I think maybe we have an increased workload for a little bit. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and disband. That'll be perfectly fine. That'll give us some more workers. That means... Yeah, we'll go ahead and work on our... Do we want all of that timber production? Maybe we just leave you over here. Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst. And then we can make some pretty solid start there. And then we can send maybe a couple of people here. Build up just a couple more structural profiles. Yeah, I think that might be alright. Again, we'll have to double check as the toxic level travels tomorrow. Yeah, a little bit of danger is not going to be too bad, but again, we do just need to be a little bit careful. I do see we have 7 sick people though, and you know what? Some of these are going to be sick for a time. I think we're going to go ahead and use some food rations. That is taking us down to a lower level of things. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to switch back to standard meals. Yeah, a little bit of toing and froing may be necessary. I'm not sure how much food we're going to gather from here today. So we will, yeah, we'll just play this safe and make sure that we have plenty of food coming on in. Yeah, and luckily for us, in just over a day, we'll get another shipment of food. I guess because they're so far away, it just takes them that much extra time to make each delivery. But so far we're doing all right, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. All right, so work day should be starting in just an hour. That's fine. Everybody is fed. That is what we want to see. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, wait a second. Double check. Yes, still need only 10 workers there. All right. Let's go ahead and see what's on the other side.
Report for duty.
All right, so level 2. I think it will become safer. You know, we'll just go ahead and use those profiles straight away. Go ahead and do that too. And then just to stay as far ahead of schedule as possible, we'll go ahead and use a couple of those steam exchanges and make some very solid progress time. Yeah, that'll work out really well. Unfortunately, what is this? We have 50% efficiency here for a reason. What's going on there? 15 people are absent, mainly going to eat. Okay, so that'll disappear fairly quickly. Yeah, that won't be too bad. And then, oh, what have we got going on here? 9.2 per hour. Okay, so that's going to change things quite drastically. That'll be a good 90 food per day. Yeah, that's 180. I don't think that's going to quite be enough for our food situation. So maybe we do need to find some alternative food sources. We might need to break down one of these for extra food. But we're making some... yeah. We'll have to figure out the math on that as time goes by. It looks like we have a couple of extra workers that don't really need to be there. We'll go ahead and spend a little bit of timber there. Make sure that we don't get capped out. We'll keep on going with a few more steam exchanges as well. How safe are we? Yeah, okay, so that's all good. That's all good. Just keep an eye on that toxicity level. If it drops down, we can happily gain a little bit of extra efficiency, but right now, that'll be fine. Alright, so, research. Let's go for the... I'm thinking this ventilation plant is probably the next best thing to make sure that things stay nice and safe. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best improvement. Outside of that, yeah, it'll just be upgrading our docks and the amount of manpower we contribute to that. Yeah, so let's go for the ventilation plant coupling. That's going to be really important. Yeah, again, we could go for this small safety improvement, but again, that's not going to be an issue later today. It's only a very minor amount of danger, and realistically, I think... yeah, I think we can withstand that for one day in one workplace. I don't think we're going to get more than 3 more people who will be sick, so we should be able to make solid progress there and still be able to get all the work done that we need. Yeah, and as people are getting better, yeah, that's not an issue whatsoever. Alright, and coal is becoming an issue. Let's go... what do we want? You guys are working overtime, and I don't think you need to necessarily work quite that hard. Let's cut that down by half for today. We'll still be in the clear. And then with those extra workers, we'll send them... Where do we want to go? The foundry is not a bad idea. Make a few more of those composites, although those steam exchanges are particularly good. Yeah, we'll send them there. And then the remainder we can go work on those profiles. Again, burn up a little bit of that timber. Yeah, I definitely think we can reduce some of our manpower expenditures here. Yeah, I think we're definitely producing far too much. So let's go ahead and put them maybe there. Yeah, we'll try and count it out. In fact, let's go ahead and see where we're at. Right now we have enough for another support frame. That won't be too bad. We also have core as well. That is already taken care of. And then on the next stage we need 50. So 50 steam exchanges, where we'll have a total of 62, so that won't be too bad. 20 steel composites, we already have that as well. Oh, wait a second, no, we won't. We only have 5, so we'll need, yeah, another 3 or 4. So let's go ahead and queue those up just to make sure. Yeah, a couple extra will not hurt, just in case. And then, you know what we could also do is, since we have the support frame here, let's go ahead and start the second one as well, the second part. We needed to make sure that we have 2 in position. Oh, we don't have the profiles. Right. But we'll do that soon. Composites we can also chuck on top. I guess we may as well. And then, let's see, that is particularly dangerous. Yeah, and we need 50 people working there. Okay, well, we're not going to toy with that at this stage. That is far too dangerous. Yeah, that base safety level is really plummeting. I was thinking about maybe throwing one person there just so we could fire off the supercharge and then disappearing. And I think we... You know what? I think we will. We have 2 workers. What is this? 2 engineers. Wait a second. Let's send you back to work. Yeah, you should be over there. And take one from the public house. We'll throw him over here. That is still super dangerous. We'll fire that off. Oh, and did we just cause a trouble? Oh no, I think we may have... I don't know if I did good right there. I might have made a boo-boo, but alright, let's see what's going on. The core, fire danger. Okay. So a small fire broke out in the unfinished core. We managed to pull it out before it spread, but this is bound to happen again if we do not improve the work's safety. Additionally, we can build fire dampeners inside the structure to limit the scale of any potential fires and the damage in from them. Okay, so 5 steel composites. Remind me later. Yes, we absolutely will buy those steel composites. Let's make that the priority. And you know what? Let's get you out of there because that is not somewhere we really want you. Yeah, okay. Composites. Back there, you know what? We only need 1 person working there. Let's go ahead and keep working on them. That's what we need. And, of course, profiles before we max out our timber production yet again. Yeah. As soon as we can get this extra ventilation coupling plant up, that's going to be really good for us. Yeah, I definitely think that we're going to need to move up the tech tree. As nice as that safety improvement is, having more integration or more plants that we can use, I think that's the only way we're going to be able to make this safe enough for our people. Otherwise, I can't risk having a terrible accident happening. That would just be far too horrific. Alright, and what have we got? Official doctrine. All hail the generator. Sir, to impress on our people the importance of their work, the most engaged workers are organizing a Day of the Generator. They plan to gather everybody and throw a feast to celebrate the construction of the generator. The activists report their proposal was met with widespread approval. It seems that the people are warming up to radical ideas. They ask if you'd like to support their initiative. Huh. Motivation will rise or give them food. You know what? I don't think we actively have enough food for now. We'll just say carry on. Motivation will rise slightly. I'm happy with that. We don't need... Yeah, discontent doesn't really need to go anywhere. Same with the motivation. We're happy as things stand. Let's just carry on. I would love to be able to provide them some extra food for their party. If we can keep their morale up, that would be fantastic. But I don't think that there's really that much we can do right now. I don't think that's particularly possible. All right. Well, either way, the transport has arrived. Excellent. New steam core. That is wonderful. What else could we do? You know what? Let's go ahead and deal with that again. We don't need extra workers right now, but the extra steam core is going to be a very lovely thing to have. Let's go ahead and order that preemptively. We'll need quite a few steam cores if we're going to go ahead and upgrade some of these stations. Though, mind you, we will get a couple back when we cut back some of these things. So if we need another fishing harbour, so it is still an option. Alright, but either way, we're still producing way too much timber. Let's go ahead and we'll make some progress there. Let's cut this down to maybe 4 workers in either. Let's get those workers working on those composites. I really want to be able to build those safety things. So what have we got here? These are generator upgrades. Okay, the heat vents, riser system, and the overdrive. Okay, so hopefully sometime soon they'll give us the ability to install those heat thingamajigs. I can't remember what they call them. Those flame things, and hopefully we can do that and provide a little bit of safety for our people. That would be really nice if we could do that. Yeah, because we're doing really, really well on steel and wood. Okay, so we can now go ahead and build another one of these plants, which we're going to do right now. In fact, where do we want to put this? Well, what is the range of this? Okay, so that covers all of that. Maybe we could pop one over here. Hang on a second. Where are they? Labor. Let's go to the council square. Okay, so that's already being targeted. We could put this on the other side, and that way we could get the whole thing. And I think that that's probably going to be the best idea for us. So let's go ahead and build, where is it? Ventilation plant. Pop that there. We'll go ahead and we will fix up the road at the moment. This street can just travel all the way back over there. That'll be fine. Then we can dismantle this section here. We're not using... Yeah, the morgue's not really been an issue. The forager's quarter's not being used. No, we'll leave that be, and then we'll go ahead and tear that down. Yeah, they can't work, but again, that's fine. Those workers will find stuff to do. And then for us, let's go ahead and see. Level 5 automatic prototyping. I'm thinking this is going to be the win that we are after. Yeah, if we go to an advanced dock, we can probably cut back on the steel from the second one. We're still producing far more than we actively need. And then we can go for the next one. Yeah, and then that would leave us open to making a secondary fishing harbour if we cut down one. Maybe we got rid of the... Or maybe we get rid of the coal and we switch over to charcoal kilns. Yeah, both of which seem fairly viable, but you know what? I think the best thing for us is going to be with the automatic prototyping first. Yeah, it gives us access to medical stuff if we need it. Gives us access to the reloading station, and as well as these bonus upgrades to our ventilation plant. So that's what we're going to run with. 12 hours is brought down to 6. Oh, that is a fantastic thing to see. Alright, and you know what? I think that's a good place to call it for today. Yeah, making some solid progress. We have a good path going forwards. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.